Now, my next guest is a best-selling author who sold over 40 million books worldwide, including, of course, My Sister's Keeper and 19 Minutes. Now, Jodi Picoult is heading on tour with a stage adaptation of The Book Thief. She joins me now. It's lovely to see you, Jodi.
It's good to be here.
And we should say right away, The Book Thief, of course, is anybody who's read it will know it's not one of yours.
No, it's not.
You're adapting this.
Yes.
And that must be so interesting for you to be adapting someone else's work rather than your own.
It is. It is really fun and very different from writing novels. And the best part of it is that it's a collaborative effort. So our writing team consists of me, my co-librettist, Tim McDonald, two songwriters, Elisa Samsel and Kate Anderson. And the way we came to this project was that we had all been working on a different adaptation of one of my books, which debuted off-Broadway last year.
Right.
And we loved working together so much that we said, what could we possibly do?
Right.
What do we all want to adapt? And The Book Thief was at the top of all of our lists. It sold 14 million copies worldwide. It is an incredible story about a young girl's journey in Nazi Germany when she's with a foster family that is hiding a Jew in the basement. And she learns how words have the power to harm and to heal and to inspire. It's just a great story. And luckily, I knew Markus Zusak. And so I went,
Fantastic. So you got a direct line, which is
I
lovely.
went straight to him and I said, what do you think? Will you let me adapt this? I know what it's like to give your baby up to somebody else. I promise I'll take care of it. And I have to say, I think my favorite comment about The Book Thief when we had our first run last year in Bolton was when Markus came to see it. And he said, everything in the book that I loved is there in a new and exciting way.
You.
Yeah.
That's you go, right, we're in the right direction.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It meant you spent a lot of time over here, though, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had a great time, actually. I've been in the UK for 5 weeks for rehearsal. We did a week in Coventry. Now we're headed to Leicester. And we're so excited about bringing this musical to a wider audience right now.
It's interesting because you don't think instantly when you're reading the book that you can see it as maybe a drama or a Netflix, part series, but as a musical, but then music touches you in such a way.
That's exactly
if you get it right,
yes,
it really works.
And really, the thing about this show that I love is that it's a callback to the sweeping epic musicals of the 80s, like Les Mis, but with the social consciousness of Fiddler on the Roof or Cabaret.
Right.
And there's unbelievable choreography by Tom Jackson Greaves, and honestly, the acting is just stellar. And then you've got these songs that will be circling in your head forever and ever and ever. And it is just this incredible, powerful show that will make you feel all the feels. And yes, it feels like a weird topic, right? Nazi Germany, you don't really think about musicals, but it really is about light in the darkness and seeing it through a child's eyes and that ultimate message that every individual has the power to change the world. You have one life to live, so what are you going to do with it?
Well, that's very true, and that's the kind of thing that does make you think a lot, long and hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully going into the West End.
That is our hope.
That's your hope.
We hope.
Then onto Broadway.
We'd love
Should
that.
it all go very well? And I don't see why not, because the book is so well loved.
It really is.
So well loved.
And we've had so many people who are just slavish fans of the book who've come. They've followed us and they've seen multiple incarnations and they really feel that I think we've taken care of it, which is really important. And it is, we hope to get to the West End, but it is worth that trip to Leicester.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course it is. And we'll put all the details in our website. Of course we will. Talking of books, what is going on that your books have been banned in Florida? What is going on?
Way more than Florida.
Is it in other states as well?
I think as of right now, they've been banned in about 41 different school districts in the United States. Book banning has increased 1,100% since 2020. And wait, here's an amazing statistic. The bans are the work of 11 individuals.
What?
Just 11 people in the U.S.
have objected to your work and many others' work.
Yeah, and what they do is they go to their school boards and they say, these are a list of all the objectionable titles. We find that they're not appropriate for school children. And in certain states, because of state legislatures, they have parental rights bills and they have to pull all those books while they're deciding whether or not they actually are problematic.
So anybody can just, one person can complain. That
exactly.
doesn't make any sense.
And I mean, to bring this all back to, the reason that I'm here right now, I was actually in Coventry and I was watching a rehearsal of a bunch of actors playing Nazis who were burning books when I got a notification that a county called Indian River County in Florida had just banned 20 of my books. That was only 2 weeks ago.
That's terrifying. Actually, that really is terrifying. It must have brought it home to you so much.
Well,
watching that on stage.
Yes.
And it's actually happening.
It
now.
does. And, you know, there's a meme going around that says the good guys are never the ones banning books. And a lot of people think this can't happen. It's not going to happen in England. There are a lot of people who thought it couldn't happen in America, too. It can happen. And that is why we really do need to remember that, you know, we need to be vigilant as individuals.
Absolutely.
And we need to remember that we all have the power to use our voices for good.
Yeah.
Great message, and it's the one in our show.
No, absolutely, but I don't understand why your books would be banned. It doesn't make any sense to me. What are they objecting to?
They say it's mature content. I mean, for me, the book that has been banned the most in America of mine is 19 Minutes, which is about a school shooting. They don't care about the guns. They care about just a sex scene somewhere that's on one page, which is actually a scene of date rape. And to be honest, they object to that book, but they also say it's perfectly fine for kids as early as age 5 to be having school shooter drills.
Oh, those
in America.
drills, I saw that online.
Right.
I could not believe what I was seeing.
So I don't see how a child can be mature enough for that, but not for a book that actually teaches empathy and compassion.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense at all, and you're right. It's really, really worrying. We do have to be vigilant.
We do.
Sometimes, you know, as you say, the good guys have to stand up and say, no, this shall not pass.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, it's a really good reminder of that, that, you know, we think things aren't going to happen. You've got to be the one to make them not happen.
Exactly. Jodi, great to talk to you.
Always good to see you.
Keep writing. And The Book Thief continues in Leicester this Friday. And keep an eye out for it, because I'm sure it will be in the West End very soon. It's lovely to see you.
Very good to see you. Thank you.